Because I could be the beauty and it could be the monster. But I love me sent this morning, not just for aesthetic. Little Teddy wants to touch my body, so foggy and electric. Little Teddy knows I'm scared of Little Teddy. I'd say that Little Teddy's too eccentric. Little Teddy's crying all of Little Teddy's tears, and that's foggy and pathetic. Little Teddy wants to make me hungry, then Little Teddy wants to feed me. Little Teddy wants to paint my face like I'm Little Teddy's Mona Lisa. Little Teddy wants to be a champion, Little Teddy wants to be a loser. Little Teddy will even be a clown because Little Teddy just wants to amuse me. Little Teddy wants to be my quietest toy. Little Teddy wants to be my teacher. Little Teddy wants to be my sin. Little Teddy wants to be my preacher. Little Teddy wants to make me love Little Teddy. Then Little Teddy wants to leave me. Because baby Little Teddy's my David. I'm not Little Teddy's Goliath. So nice. Little Teddy wants to be my quietest toy. That's so nice. You laugh. I really thank so much. I'm going to Little Teddy poems and food blogs. Teddy says another one to the pile, and another one bites the dust. Michael Jackson sounds about thanks. There's two people who like me here. That's what Teddy says. What Steffi Goff says to a friend who wants to marry her. How much money do you have? I'll give some 10 single bracelets. $1 is 106,000 units of currency. Little Teddy's dowry is likely very expensive. At least Little Steffi Goff is probably more reasonable with the price range. Who knows? COVFE. Felicitation Cafefe. Cringy CRGY. Hey, don't eat my shorts! Smithers! These are vocal training exercises so I can enunciate words and pronounce them correctly. Asterix. I'm like from sitcom. As long as I came with Deborah, Middle Easterners should do candlelight vigil for all the humans who died from Middle Eastern countries' conflicts. There should be mandatory cultural exchange instead of mandatory military service for Middle East countries like Israel, Iran, and Arab countries like Dubai. Sharing food is love. We can respect each other's languages, religions, cultures, and traditions. And if someone wants to have marijuana or alcohol, it should be legal so they don't overdose and die. 60% of the time, I fix Little Teddy every time. What the world needs now is for Little Teddy and a single friend or a single family member of Little Teddy to propose to marry me or join with me on Instagram. That's just the one thing. And this world has too little love. If USA gives Iran technology to make practical amounts of fresh water from salty water, Iranians will love Trump so much. Iranians will build a golf course for Trump instead of Iran. And a Disney World franchise instead of Iran for Trump too. Cynicism poisons the heart. Never lose hope, my dear heart. Miracles dwell in the invisible. Hashtag RUMI. 260 days per year have sunlight in Iran. That's a lot of potential renewable energy. It could power the Middle East. That's how much they have. I'll have what Michael Jackson sounds are having on the food menu. Hee. Michael Jackson sounds the same. Nobody really cares about the Middle East. People says care for peace and coexistence in the Middle East, for the Middle East, by the Middle East, democracy, like China, Germany, let's unite, parkour, peace out. It's a party out. Here's to that, whether Ross Casino, the book of love, I'm nice to have the refusal of hell, 10 sounds. Oh, yeah! Yes! These are vocal training exercises, VOCAL, so I can enunciate words and pronounce words correctly. Follow me to say, tennis spaces, especially my nephew and nieces. Culture opens doors, politics closes doors. See? Fook you, fook me. Twins, Basil, twins, nature's wins. And what is more? I'm going to do Persian word of the day, the cleric word of Trinity. Persian word of the day is journalist. Journalist, 3 syllable. Ruznamenegar, 5 syllable. Journalist wins that one. To journal, it comes off the tongue. It rolls off the tongue. The almighty units of currency define what syllables roll off the tongue in one sequence. Ruse, R-U-S-E, is a mystery. Namen, name. Meh, I don't care what the name is. I'm just a journalist. Like Superman. I'm no Superman. Negar, negar, to look, they tell you where to look because they're journalists. Surely, so new revelation, the modern person language foundation, false piece of her. This is the same old golden old, the Buddha Veda, Super Warchaim, This is to support non-governmental organization, non-profit organization, Project Language Foundation, PLF, PFL, Positive Scholars, to support community Bosnia, City Moji, Aguda, Manuel Bokalinga, Flamingo, Ocean Foods the best. Now I'm going to do culture news of the day, the public water, trendy, food, dance, and media news. Here we go. Trendy! U.S. condemns Iran for shutting down journalist unions' offices. That's not good. The U.S. State Department on Tuesday denounced Iran's closure of the Tehran Journalists Association, calling it a direct attack on press freedom and part of the Islamic Republic's broader effort to silence independent voices. The Iranian regime has intensified its attempts to extinguish independent voices in the media. Its recent decision to shut down the Journalists Association building is a direct assault on freedom of expression and the right of journalists to report without censorship. They do censor a lot in Iran. The department added, the people of Iran deserve transparency and the opportunity to be informed about the crimes this corrupt regime secretly commits. There's some double standards here. Trump recently said a few days ago that if someone burns their flag of America, they have to do 1 year of jail. So every country censors it a little bit. The Tehran Journalists Association itself denounced eviction as a blatant assault on trade union independence, the professional freedom of journalists, and pluralism of society. Its offices were sealed on August 20th by order of Tehran municipality, which is led by hardline mayor aDele Zakani. Authorities insist the move was procedural, citing the expiration of a 2-year lease and plans for a street expansion project. But the Committee to Protect Journalists rejected the explanation, urging the city to reverse course or provide the group with alternate space. We strongly oppose the forced closure of the Tehran Journalists Association office, said people. No, who cares? A member of Tehran's City Council, Nasser Amani, also criticized the decision, saying any changes to the contract should have been first reviewed by the council. The move follows evictions targeting other civil society groups, including the Iranian Sociological Association and the House of Humanities Thinkers. Press freedoms in Iran are tightly restricted, with state control over broadcasters and frequent arrests of journalists. The crackdown has intensified since Iran's 12-day war with Israel in June, with both domestic and diaspora reporters facing mounting repression. That is so boring. Oh my God. Everybody agrees that freedom of expression should be universal. You know, I think every human, while I do not agree with the book Satanic Verses by Salman Rushdie, I fully 100% respect his freedom to express himself. I don't think his words should ever be censored. You must have freedom of expression, otherwise you're limiting yourself with blind-ending nodes, you know. Then, for whatever reason, any dissident can be prosecuted because they violated censorship, and there's no way to prove otherwise. You know, it's a slippery slope. Okay. It's like saying some Iranians were acting under Israel. But with what evidence do they have that claim? You know? So the point I'm trying to make is, I'm only doing these vocal training exercises. I'm not political, I'm cultural. I do this video as an update on why I'm cultural and not political. I respect all politicians equally. And furthermore, culture opens doors, politics closes doors. Culture builds bridges, politics looks for differences. Is always concerned about being right and the other person being wrong. Okay, what else? My spider is not here. I think the spider is hiding over there. Whatever. It's gone out or dead or hiding. It's not my problem anymore. I used to take pictures of it as my photo journal, you know? Okay, what else? Here we go. Now I'm going to do the same. That was the new stuff. Now I'm going to do the same old golden oldie Buddha dance. Karaoke, dance. These are all very kosher that I'm doing. I'm doing these very kosher manner. I'm not swearing. I'm doing this so it's PG, it's parental guardian recommended. and it's golden. These are golden oldies. For all my nephew and niece, step in my time and space. I want to live in Iran once there's peace and stability in the Middle East. I'm just waiting for that to happen, you know. We keep on waiting for the world to change. We keep on waiting for the world to change. It's not that we don't care. It's just that nobody's there. Because we just said waiting for the world to change. Waiting for the world to change. Waiting for the world to change. Here we go. Another summer day has come and gone away. I've been to Paris and Rome, but I want to go home in Iran. No place like home yet in Iran. One day I ran home. Like the Wizard of Oz movie. And what else? And what is more, I'm going to do a Boulevard dance ode to extraterrestrial movie. Okay, here we go. It's uncomfortable. The things I do for the future of my child. Ladies. How dare you laugh? This is very serious. Okay, but seriously. Okay. This is an ode to the Boulevard of extraterrestrial E.T. from the E.T. movie. I also like to compare my body to the Persian wolf, Hadi Chupan, Persian bodybuilder. He wears a thong. I have to wear this Gandhi boxer shorts because I love Gandhi and I need to hide all my junk and know all the right places because I'm pretty hairy. You're a wizard, Harry. Really? I know there's a reason why I'm so hairy. You did it again! You made me laugh! That's strike two! Don't do it! Okay. The man here looks like a man here is soft and still way more men. My daughter told us some put a brown way powder me. I was way powder. Yeah, no way. Powder. That's why I said way powder to Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, by saying Yahweh. That's a Jewish word for God. You gotta meet people halfway, you know? Maybe some of the differences we have is that we have language ego. We're all concerned about wanting the world to reflect what we believe. But at the same time, we should try to use technology to translate all kinds of signs so that all the holy sites in Jerusalem and Israel are immediately translated with the phone, you know? You just hold up to a sign on the street and the sign, it translates it into video, into the whatever language you want to speak in. You know? There's so many ways we can find solutions. Benjamin Netanyahu, he's just another Habibi lover trying to make it in the world. He's trying to protect his peoples, you know? One human life lost is that we've killed all of humanity. Nobody says if it's innocent life, or if it's a military life, or if it's a nuclear scientist life. No. They say it's a human life. That's a human life that was just lost. There's the same amount of empathy as any other human life that's lost. We are all born innocent. Unity and diversity. Hashtag faith over fear. Hashtag unity and diversity. Hashtag we're all born innocent. Hashtag I for hashtag I love Gandhi. It's like my mom is like hugging my pants area because I got my mom to make me these boxer shorts for Gandhi got boxer shorts. My man hair looks like a manta fish. Fin, head, tail goes down the hap straight, kill the crocodile, diva, song, kill me, I'm shooting, you don't need too fast, too furious. No! E.T. wanna go home, yeah, fellas! E.T. wanna go home! You know where home is? Home is not a place. Home is your relatives are. Why am I talking like this? Because all my relatives are going to be experts at whatever master they have taken on. They went from apprentice to master. Plugging for Donald Trump's TV show. He's a businessman, he's a man of the world, he's had many women relationships in his lifetime. He knows how to live. A man is a man's man. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a lot of relationships with many females and having a lot of coitus. That's just a man doing what every other man wished they could do. If you were rich, that's what you want to do. That's the best pleasure you can have in life. To thrill the flan, not the haunt. Yeah! Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, work that up, Duke. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly. So is it, can I have your number? Can I have it? Okay. Dance is beautiful framed by the falls. The expert dance of all my relatives is best when I can appreciate all the falls they had before they got to mastery. Dance is beautiful framed by the falls. It's like a painting, you know? That's a good metaphor. Arnold Schwarzenegger told bodybuilder Chupon, look at this monster, get to the chopper, it's not a tumor, unless it is a tumor, whether it's breast cancer, ovarian cancer, prostate cancer, or any other type of cancer, all types of cancer. What are we going to do? F cancer up! We're going to F it up! We're not going to cure cancer, no mercy for cancer, we're going to F cancer up! Never again for cancer! What else? Oh, Leo tells the girl dragon, damn, Scott Johnson, girl dragon, no damn, Gaggle was a girl dragon, damn! Leo tells Scott Johnson, that's fine, I still want to show you a party, who's probably there, who's probably here, hey, just made this is crazy. He's my death smash. Give me some maybe Instagram, and all our food tasters try to chase me, but he's my death smash. Give me some maybe Instagram. I'm bringing food tasting back in their box. Yeah, them other food tasters don't know how to blog. It's a parody, old eating, Mr. Taster on Instagram, PTSD, I'm so Mr. Hangover Taster. Ooh! Are you calling me on Sia Parkour? Immediately understand oh tonight the Rockspace film reference. I mean, the outside nightclub should like a Persian, the outside nightclub should like a nightclub, the inside nightclub should like a Persian spot. Kashan Spanish Shiraz, yes, Kish, Tayan. Take me off and close up, take close up, take me off and close up, take close up. It's getting hot, it's me off and club hot, it's getting hot, it's me off and club hot. Boom, bum, bum, take close up, boom, bum, bum, take close up, boom, bum, bum, take close up, boom, bum, bum, take close up. Get naked, get naked, I like big fat girl butts on the camera lie. Yelling me off the stair ghosts can't deny. My good eyes are those parking in your face, I don't think in your face you get sprung. It's getting hot in here, so hot, I'm taking off all my clothes. I am getting so hot, I'm gonna take my clothes off and shower. Future mental shower, appreciate all sports, but especially racket sports or foosball. Otherwise, she's all stand no substance. Have you with all the work, especially for birthing my identical babies. Otherwise, she's all stand no substance. After I have my babies and my future mother and my child, I'm going to divorce her according to our prenuptial agreement, temporary marriage contract. At the end of the temporary marriage contract, it's going to say, there are no goodbyes in love. Hashtag Hafez, H-A-F-E-Z. It's going to have a hashtag on my temporary marriage contract. That's how fast I'm going to have temporary marriage contracts. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. I got to impregnate many women, you to us, not you to you humans. It's you to us, not you to you. I only need to convince several women in my lifetime to do this. That's not going to be hard. It's very doable, ladies. How dare you laugh? Third time out! Baby, you and me say nothing but Doki Soka Flamingo, so let's find out how to do this comedy challenge on YouTube. I will say something about the sound of the menu. I'm going to make sense of having through menu. We must care for peace and goes to the menu, and the democracy, like try to unite, proper yourself.